It's October 7th. Welcome to October Showdown 2018.
Let's mount up.
Wow, I can't believe it's already the 7th. Man, we got less than a week before we're going to start setting up here. So, got a lot to do. Not a lot done on this photography building here. So hopefully today we can make some more progress on that. I'd like to get some trim done, trim on the building, some stuff painted. Maybe we can get that done. Also this week I need to get the gate. We're putting in a gate on the fence. I think I told you guys about that. That needs to get done before we can start setting up too. So I'm not sure if I'll work on that today or not. We might just focus on the flat there, or facade. So let's get to it. Well, before we get started here, we're going to go ahead and head up to Lowe's. We need to pick up some paint and glue and some other stuff like that. So I think we're going to go ahead and take care of that first and then get back and get to building. Another win for the minivan. I wasn't planning on picking up boards at Lowe's because I didn't move the seats around or anything. But I noticed they had just restocked and they had a giant stack of good-looking 1x3. It's always nice when they're all bundled up instead of like the random boards that people have sorted through. So I couldn't pass it up. So I picked up 10 bundles. That should be enough to cover all the rest of our projects this year. So I had to pull the seat out of there, pop it back here, and you know what? I can fit them all in there. So now I got to unload.
Painting my pumpkins.
Painting your pumpkins. Are these the pumpkins that we got at the farm yesterday?
Yeah.
Cool.
What painting them?
What colors are you painting it?
Any colored on paint.
Awesome. I like your outfits. Those are for
Not outfit.
they're trash bags, huh? But it keeps the paint off your shirt, right? Yeah. Mom's pretty smart. She set you up with those guys. You reminded her to do that? Cool. Alright, well have fun. Looks like another storm is brewing. Good thing we're set up in the garage. Alright, so we finally got to some painting here. And we're starting with the different ones. We're starting with the base coat. So what's the first thing we're doing here?
So Tony is putting on some watered down brown paint that we picked up at Lowe's today.
Yeah.
And once he does that, then I'll take this and rub off a bunch of the paint. Okay, go.
Rub it off like
and
that.
And it kind of makes it look more like authentic.
Yeah, it
actually looks really nice.
Looks like a nice stain. It's kind of funny.
Okay, you just mark me with that because
cheap underlayment plywood. So we're going to do that. And then once we get to the next step, which is dry brushing, we'll show you that. Here's the next step, which is dry brushing on the yellow gold colored paint. And I don't know what to say, it's just dry brushing. We're leaving, since it's easier to paint these guys laying down in the garage, we're leaving a border around the edges. And then that way we can bolt the flats together and then do the dry brushing and those things to kind of blend them together. Otherwise they stand out. You can see the seams a lot more. So yeah, so we just got to do this on all of them. And then after that, we're going to take the trim pieces, paint those guys, and then we'll put them on top. Well, we're going to have to take a break here for dinner. We're going to Skype with my mom for a while and stuff. So I'm not sure if we're going to get back to it or not today, but I figured I would give you a little quick view, tell you what we got done. I've got these facing the other way just to make it easier to lay them down on the table, but we've got one that's got the base coat and the dry brushing, and then these two, which is the side and the door, those both have the base coat, and then here's another flat that has the base coat and the dry brushing on it. I also have this flat over here. This is one of the side flats, and this is going to be one that will do that wallpaper painting technique on it for the inside. This will be the side panel. So, like I said, we're still trying to decide what to do on these strips. We were going to we were talking about doing green, and then we were talking about doing so we were talking about, first we were thinking of color, and then we were like, well, we could just do a dark brown. This is what we made our base coat from. And then we were thinking like a green over a brown. This is just a light green that we had. It would be like a darker green, but it'd probably be similar to this. Or we were thinking we could do red. So we still got to decide what to do there. But we'll paint these strips separately. That way we can just attach them on. It'll be pretty fast to do that. So we're definitely happy with the progress we've made today. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah. You know what? Look, there's all those flats over there. Those guys all have their base coat too, so they'll need dry brushing, but that should be pretty quick too. And then once we get, like I said, we left this edge here on these guys. Once we get to the point where they're all have the main dry brushing on them, I think what I'll do is we'll take them out to the driveway here, lay them out, and then we can put those strips on them and maybe finish the dry, like bolt them together or whatever, and then do the dry brushing and all that kind of stuff. Alternatively, we could wait until we set up to do the final dry brushing. So I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet. I'm tired. But anyway, we're going to take a break for a while, and maybe we'll get back to doing some painting, or I don't know. If not, I might just collapse in front of the TV. We'll see. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. We were not able to get out here and do any more, but that's okay because I'm pretty happy with the progress we did make today. It's actually more than I expected with everything we had going on, so that's good. The main focus this week is going to be getting this facade done. And the other thing that needs to get done is I need to put that gate into the fence. We're looking to set up on Saturday, so those two things need to be ready to go by then. So it's going to be a busy week. We're going to have to find time to work on it every day, somehow, some way. So it's going to be a challenge, but we're going to do our best to get it done. So, alright everybody, well thank you for watching, and we're going to see you tomorrow.